he met her on the embankment, not far from Waterloo. He was curled up by a pillar where the sun came shining through. Oh, the light, it danced and sparkled as it caught her nut brown hair, and the raindrops shone like diamonds as they floated in the air. But when she raised her head towards him, he saw diamonds in her eyes, and the tears of grief, they ran down, and he heard her bitter sighs. His heart melted in an instant. He couldn't walk away. He walked up to her gently as he thought what to say. Can I help you, miss? He whispered, then he cursed his clumsy way. She stared at him suspiciously, but her thoughts seemed far away. Then she turned her head away then, with those diamonds in her eyes, and the tears of grief they ran down, and he heard her bitter sighs. But he nerved himself with courage, and he armed himself with love. He knelt down right beside her as the pigeons cooed above. Can I buy you a hot chocolate or anything you know? We can sit down on the bench then as you tell me of your love. Then she turned her head towards him with those diamonds in her eyes, and the tears of love, they flowed down, and he heard her bitter sighs. She said her name was Mary, and she's come from far away. Her home was in Aleppo, where the bombs and missiles play. Her kid sister went to the water. A sniper killed her man. As the bullets rained around her, she packed her bag and ran. Oh, she left her childhood homeland with those diamonds in her eyes, and the tears of grief they ran down, and he heard her anguish sighs. Oh, he put his arm around her as they sat down side by side, and they watched the river flowing, and they watched the river lie. And he knelt his arm upon her as the tears in her eyes, and the tears of love kept flowing, and she ceased her bitter sighs. They married in the summer. Oh, the clouds they cleared that day, and within a week they found with joy that a child they ran down, and he heard her gentle sighs. Across the Thames, the men of power began to feel relaxed. Christmas time was coming, time to be untaxed. But Mary's cries, they split the night as she shivered on the ground. Joe found in desperation, is there no help to be found? The strollers turned towards them with those diamonds in their eyes, and the tears of love, they rolled down and they soothed the mother's sighs. As Christmas Day rings bright and clear, with the hum of traffic ceased, and Mary's energetic hospital, Mary and her child in